Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki and today I am going to tick something off my to-do list. Grid journaling has been on there for a long time, and lately on my socials and stuff I have seen so many people have a go at it, and I decided it's time that I did. But I've never done this before, so I have grabbed some very basic supplies and I'm going to have a go. So I'm starting off with a very cheap watercolor pad that I bought from Kmart. It's A4 size. It's 180 GSM. I know it does buckle under watercolor. I have used it before, but honestly, put it under a heavy book overnight and it flattens out beautifully because I have played with this pad before. Then the next thing I did to help me make my grids, I ran a laminating pouch through my laminator to make my stencil. You can use cardstock, you could use cardboard, it doesn't really matter. You could just get a ruler and a pencil and draw some squares onto whatever paper you're going to use. But with grid journaling, it seems that the idea is to have nice sort of shapes and not run over the edges and things like that, which of course will be very hard for me because I love things hanging over the edge. But also I thought if I made it with something like this, and let's say, for example, I want to put some splatters on my little squares, I could lay this over the top as I'm working on it. And of course, this is then waterproof. So I just decided this was how I was going to do it. And you'll see I've cut my squares a little bit to the left because mental blank here moment. Sorry, guys. My stencil is designed to laminate an A4 sheet, so of course it's a little bit bigger. So I did it slightly to the left, and my little squares are approximately, they didn't end up perfect, and I even had to sticky tape a couple of bits down where I got a bit carried away with the cutting knife. I aimed for about 6 centimeters square, and I simply used a ruler and my little cutting knife to cut my squares out. So we have that, and then I decided the way I'm going to attempt to do this is I'm going to use watercolors to create the start of my grid journal. So each square is going to be filled with watercolor, and then of course we will embellish them afterwards. So I have this set of Superior watercolors, 48 of them. I bought this set off AliExpress quite a few years ago, and I have used them a bit. They're certainly not, you know, the fanciest thing around, but they were very good value, and the colours, I have a really good selection to work with. So I thought, right, this is where I'm going to start. And also to make things easy, with each square as I do it, I'm going to use a similar colour palette in each square, in that I don't want to create any mud. So if I'm doing one with blues, I might add a bit of green, or if I'm doing red and orange and, you know, add a bit of yellow, that type of arrangement. I'm not going to use multicolors and risk browns because that's not what I want. I want this first one to be brighter. So I'm going to get sorted, and then we're going to watercolor together, create a base, and then when that's dry, we are going to embellish them and just have some fun. Now, the whole idea of this is to have fun, use some of the things you have in your stash, keeping it very simple and just creating some fun, tiny little pieces of art. So let's go. And of course, if we're going to use watercolors, we will need some brushes. So I've just grabbed 2 very cheapy brushes. This is a Montmartre number 7. And this is I have no idea what brand it is. It's a 10 round. Neither of these are fancy brushes, but for what we're going to do today, I think they will do the job just fine. So now I'm going to film my watercolouring. But what I'll do is speed it up a little bit and put some music on so you can just sit back and relax. And then when it's all nice and dry, we'll do some further embellishing. So let's go. So it's the next day because I ran out of time to sit down and do some embellishing. I had very important things to do, like redoing my nails. So, you know, got to prioritize. But what I did do is I did sit this under a little bit of weight, and it has flattened out good enough for now. I can put it under a very heavy book when I have completely finished it. And you may notice the pencil lines, I have erased them as much as possible. Some of it is under the paint, so you can't really remove it. But generally speaking, it looks nice and clean, and it's ready to have some more fun. So the first thing we're going to do is add a little bit of black stamping. I found this stamp in my stash, and I went, wow, how convenient is that? It fits in perfectly. If you don't have a text stamp, obviously, of this size, any text stamp will do, and just, you know, you can just gently dab it on in bits. So what we're going to do, I will use my archival ink. This is my favorite. And what we're going to do is get it up the right way. And I'm just going to put a bit of ink. Hang on, I might just grab this over here just so I don't accidentally put any on my page. And we're just going to dab a bit of black ink on here. I don't want perfect marks. I just want to add just a little bit of text in some spots. And we'll just sort of add a bit more ink as we go. And we might just add it in different directions, different ways. Just for a bit of interest. Text always looks good in a background. I won't put it on all of them. Oh, you can hardly see that one. Tiny bit more then maybe. We'll add some up here. Okay, that's a very easy way to start to add some interest. Then the next thing, I have been through my stash and grabbed a few painty papers that we are going to use to add some embellishment. This is one of the easiest ways to have bits to play with, is to grab book pages, magazine pages, copy paper, and just whack some paint down. It's amazing what you can end up with. So I have a few interesting bits and pieces here. This is, look, this is the tiniest scrap, and this is why I don't throw scraps out, because have a look, I've got all this beautiful colour and ink and muck on there. So it's little things like this I want to use, and we'll just tear it off to get it roughly to the size I want. The beauty of this is just playing, right? This is just using up scraps. Nothing has to be perfectly measured. You're just having some fun using up bits and pieces. So let's, no, I want that pink to highlight. So let's pop that on there. There we go. Very simple. Now, what's the next one I might use? Oh, now this one's an interesting one. This had a fold in it, and it's picked up different bits and pieces. So let's just, I like the little stamp on there. I like the little bit of green paint that's left over there. So let's pop this one down. And I'm not going to add the same things to every one. I want them to all have a bit of variety. Now let me find one more texty arrangement. Okay, this looks like a good one. Oh, I like that side, but what I might do is, what if we cut this off, and then we'll make ourselves a little corner piece to add in. Okay, where shall we put this? Oh, I think that would look quite good down there. Okay. Now, the next thing I have here, this was just stamped on normal tissue paper. And what I thought I could do is, if we quickly cut one of these out, Okay, get that out of the way. And then I thought we could cut this in half. I had this idea that I would go with some circle shapes. Just, I don't know, don't have to have a theme. I just went, oh, some circles could be fun. So I thought we'll find some embellishment that would work with that. And then why not use the other half while we're at it. Just using my good old glue stick for all of this. You can use matte medium and whatever else you may happen to have handy. But for this, honestly, a glue stick does the job perfectly. All right, so now while we're sort of in circle mode, I thought we could grab some of these painting papers and one of my punches, and let's punch out a couple of circles. See, look how cool that is, just capturing a little bit of that gold. There we go. Layer up on there. And then, how about we'll do, oh, I can lean on here. That should be okay. This is another one, but we've got a few different, we've got a little bit of white still showing. We can use this one too. Where shall I put it? No, let's separate that. There we go. Then let's, oh, I like this here. This is black with just some gold stenciling on it. Quite like that. Let's tear up a piece of that. Maybe reduce that white bit a little bit. Okay. Oh, decisions. Oh, no, I quite like that up there, I think. Could spend hours deliberating over stuff like this. Now, here I have a nice little scrap left over. I will lean on this though, just so that I don't want to damage my squares. There's one. Oh, of course, now my punch has got stuck. There we go. What else could we use from this? Maybe this bit here. All right, let's add a couple more circles. Next one. Now, here's another interesting painty paper. This one was actually done with a gel press, and I used a silicone spatula to create these sort of wavy marks. Oh, I like that one. So let's pop that down. And I've got a bit of silver paint on this as well. There we go. All right, what's the next bit we can grab here? Let's see. Oh, this is cute. So this is a bit of a grid pattern I did with my gel press. We might actually, now, oh yes, I've got my scissors. What if we actually cut a bit with this? Not everything has to be torn. We'll glue this down. Now let's see where I can. I think a bit of blue and green might look quite good over here. Next, I did some swirling. I don't even know how I did this. I can't remember. Some of these bits I have had for a very long time. This is a good way to use up some scraps if you have some pretty little pieces. Okay. Now, let's grab the punch again and do another one with this check, because I think it's quite cool. If you don't have a hole punch, you don't have to do circles. You can pick something else. There we go. And another one. Okay. This one was actually gifted to me, and I love the pattern, some sort of leafy flower shape. I don't know how this one was done, but very attractive. So let's add one of those. I think it's about time we did something down here. There we go. Then I did this one with some buttons. So, what we could do, if we tear this, I could possibly even punch this out and keep that round shape. That worked. Let's put this one up over here. Okay, next. What else did I grab out of my stash here? Okay. Oh, now this is interesting. This was some painty scraps that ended up on a piece of tissue paper. Might be a bit hard to see on camera, but it's got some gorgeous metallic elements. So let's pop a bit of this down. I do like me some metallics. And then this one is more just pink, but it's got a little bit of metallic. Just have to be very gentle when you put the glue stick on this, but glue stick does do the job, especially if you don't have mixed media, like, what's it called? You know what I mean? No. Matte gel medium. I do have some, but I'm not getting it out just for this. I'm just going to show you that you can simply use a glue stick and get some good results. I've got another one here, bit of black and bronze stenciling. Let's make another corner, I think. Where's my scissors gone? And we'll do a half cut, half tear for down in this corner. Excellent. All right. Now, let's see. What's next? Oh, here's a fun bit. This is all done with splatters. So let's get that down. So that's just orange and red splatters. Love that. Might put that one down there. And then I think we'll use the same bit, and I'll do another round one with a little bit of white showing for over here. Okay. And then what we'll do is I have another hole punch. This one's a little bit smaller, so we're just going to add a couple of little smaller ones for fun. Oh, this not the best punch, this one. It's misbehaving. Just trim off that rough bit. Okay. That can go there. Now, was it just that paper or is it this punch being naughty? We'll try one more. What else have I got here? Oh, this is a great one. This is literally a magazine page with acrylic paint just slapped on nice and thick. Gives a great effect though. Oh no, that one worked perfectly. All right, add some glue. Get that bit of glue off there. Oh, I like that one. I think I want a big one of this. So let's do that. That one in there. All right, I think we need something else. Oh, here's a little bit of green magazine page with some gold splattered on it. Let's pop that down. Oh, where shall we put this one? No. That works there. Okay. Time to move on, I think. So the next thing we're going to do is a little bit of stamping. I'll just fold this over and get a dry page. So what I did, I grabbed some stamps that are just sort of a bit abstract. I don't know where I got these from. Had them forever, but if you like doing mixed media, these are really fun sort of stamps to work with. So I was thinking we might start with this fabulous circle, and of course, there we go, hidden under the mess. And I want to use a little bit more metallic. So if you don't have any of these sort of stamps, they are worth the investment. I have had these for years. This is Cosmic Copper and Crimson Copper. And honestly, if you like metallic things, these are one of the best investments you can make. So what we want to do is ink this up. Flip that round, and then we're going to add one of these. And see, you just get that gorgeous little bit of shimmer happening. Oh, I think we can have a bit more of this. And then what I might do is just grab a little scrap I've got here and just use this. And we'll just do like, 3/4 of one. Okay. Now, the next one we're going to go with, I think we might try, this is messy circles too. Let's have a go. I just thought we'd have some fun. I thought if I use circles as a theme and just see what we end up with. Now this one is darker, but it is absolutely delightful. When they dry, they just look fantastic. I think we definitely need another one of those somewhere. Oh, down here might be nice. Perfect. And then one more, I think. Let's see. Maybe What shall I pick? Maybe this funny little one. Why not? Oh, I know what I'll do. I've got this other one. Why don't we do both together and see how that turns out? And then this one is a gold one. I think this is a cheapie I got off Temu. Don't quite know how I ordered it because I don't know if I was after gold at the time, but sometimes I put things in my cart. And I'm not saying it's not the best ink around, but it's good for mixed media. I know the camera may be struggling to pick this up. Now I've got some lovely sun coming out. It was very dull here this morning. Let's get some on there. Yep, that's cute. And then I might put some up over in that top corner just for fun. And make like a bit of a trio arrangement up in the corner there. Excellent. Okay. Do we want more stamping? These, how about we try a bit of this one? This is a larger mixed media stamp, but this sort of honeycomb shape could be quite interesting. We might just dab a bit of that on around the place, but this being bigger, I'll just do some dabbing. Maybe down here too. There we go. Voila. I think we'll leave the stamping at that. Now I'm going to grab some markers. This is a very old Sharpie permanent marker. I don't know why. I must have used something, had something on my hand, so it's taken the label off. But what we're going to do is we're going to stick with our circle theme. And I'm going to add a few circles. And I find this Sharpie marker works really well on watercolour. Some markers get a bit funny when you ask them to work on watercolour, but no, this works really well. Easy to get in the supermarket. So we're just going to stick with our dot theme. Didn't think you'd see it too much on that bright there, but that's okay. Then the next one I'm going to use is a pen correction fluid. This does great white marks. I have bought 3 of these fabulous, supposedly Uniball white gel pens, and when I went to test them out the other day, every single one of them is blocked and won't work. And so now I have, and now this, let's get it started. Start again. There we go. It's not, doesn't create perfect circles, and they can be a little bit scratchy, but I do like them. So yes, I've tried sitting them in hot water. I tried sitting them in cleaning fluid. I put some alcohol on them. Honestly, you name it, I tried it, and not one of them worked. So I thought, I need white. What am I going to do? I'll use my correcting fluid. Just clean that off a little bit. Okay, do we need more? Oh, maybe a couple down here. Why not? Okay, that will do for that. Then I have a bronze. This is another uni ball. This one usually does behave a lot better. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, see, this one does work very nicely in comparison to its white counterpart. I don't know why the whites are so naughty. Okay, just a few of those. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, now I appreciate not everyone is going to have this in their stash, but this is a gold ink that I bought off Temu, and it's designed for Chinese calligraphy, but I bought it because it was sparkly gold and I just had to have some. So what I'm going to do is put a tiny bit in here. Just squeeze some in because it is just the most magnificent gold. It's all shimmery and sparkly. And then we're just going to grab this old paintbrush head and swoosh it around. Oh, sorry, I think I just knocked that there. And we're going to do some dots. Now, as I said, I'm just doing dots / circles. That's sort of my, I don't know, what's the word? Cohesive factor. And can you see how delightful these dots are? They are just magnificent. I think this cost me about $6, this ink. And it is just the bomb, I can tell you. I'm sorry, I just realised I've knocked. This is so long and my camera tripod is just in the way. So I'm trying to be very careful to not keep knocking. Can you see how delightful this gold is? This is honestly one of the best things I have ever bought. If you like gold, which I do, I find it a fabulous highlight item. I'm running out, but I'll use up what I can. Get out of here still. Excellent. Okay, so now just having a look at where they sit, I feel I want a couple more little round circles I'm going to add in just a few spots. So maybe let's try one of these with the silver on it. Unfortunately, I think this is one of these projects where you could just keep going forever. Seriously. But you've got to stop somewhere. But not just yet, because I've spotted a couple of other things. This was some blue, purple, and bronze. I like that very much. So what we might do is we might even cut this one in half. Up in here. And then the other half can go. If I just, oh, too much glue. I've got glue everywhere now. There we go. Let's pop that one. There. Okay, anything else? Yes, I need something up there. So we want something very bright. What have I got over here? Let's see. No, not bright enough. Or maybe one more of these. Let's get some of those pink bits. Ah, yeah, love it. Just what I needed up there. And just for fun, let's do a double up with, what shall we go with? Something contrasting. Oh, maybe this one here. This is a bit of, no, I want a little one. Let's pop that on there like that. There we go. All right, we're going to call it quits. Yes, I think maybe we can. You could keep going here for hours and end up with layer after layer. You get the drift of how this works. It's just a matter of adding stuff down. Every bit can be a different shape. It can be odd. It can be anything. It doesn't matter. It's just a really fun way to make tiny art. And what I thought, I'd like to make some more of these or use these, but cut them out, and wouldn't they make great little gift tags? Or in my case, when I send out my junk journal swaps or craft swaps, wouldn't they make a fabulous little sort of thank you acknowledgement card? You put your name and everything on the back. So I think a few more of these will definitely be on their way, but this is a very easy way to start. You don't need any special skills to do something like this. So if you haven't been using your watercolors or your painty papers and you want a really fun way to use them, I think this is going to be hard to beat. So if you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments box below. I'd love to hear what you think of this. And if you can take a couple of seconds out of your day to hit the like button, I would really appreciate it. And if you're not already a subscriber, this is the place for all sorts of paper crafting videos. And until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. Bye for now.